morning.
Top of the morning.
I am very excited today because I've been trying to put this episode together for about a little over a year now, maybe almost a year, but it's been a long time coming. We have Nails by Bree here.
Nails
Nails
and
and
Bree.
Bree. Nails and Bree. We have Nails and Bree here, and I am so excited for you to be here. How are you feeling today?
I feel really good today. How you feel today?
I feel good. I feel good. It's a one woman show, but it's rolling.
It is.
It's rolling. Before we get into it, I just want to go ahead and say shout out to our sponsor, Kaya Clips. Kaya Clips. Don't get burnt and protect them lips. I have a roach clip here, and go ahead and go to Saratu.com and check out our roach clips. That is our sponsors. So we're gonna get into it. Nails and Bree.
Just breathe.
Just Bree. Bree is here, and she is a certified licensed nail tech. And
Yes,
she is
ma'am.
probably your nail tech or your future nail tech.
Oh, yeah.
She has a reputation of being booked and busy. She has been in cosmetology school. She has furthered her information with the nail industry by going to conventions and just kind of doing the damn thing.
Yes,
Okay.
definitely.
All right. So you went to cosmetology school, correct?
Yes.
And with cosmetology school, that's where you found your niche in the nails.
hmm
So how was that journey? How'd you find that niche?
Okay. So, with going to cosmetology school, I only did the manicurist program.
Mm-hmm.
Originally I did want to go and do hair, natural hair, like weaves, wigs, and stuff like that, and just overall care for hair. But at the time, I did not have the money, the like $25,000 hidden away for
Mm.
school, and at that time they weren't gonna give me any financial aid because they were going off of my parents' income.
Mm-hmm.
So they were like, "Oh, well, why don't you just come back in a few years and then we can go off of your income?" And I was just like,
No.
nah." so,
No.
so I was just like, "Okay." Really, it happened one day. I was getting my nails done, me and my mom at the nail shop, and I paid, and I was like, "Wow, like that was a damn good amount of money for just that hour that we were sitting here."
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, maybe I could do nails. It was like literally just a light bulb went off. And so I was just like, okay, I'm going to go and try the nail program,
Mm-hmm.
see where that goes. And really, it just stuck with me. Like I just kept learning, I kept growing. And just at that time, I guess, like the nail industry was evolving. I didn't necessarily know that. It was just really like, I need to figure out how I'm going to work for myself
Mm-hmm.
and how I'm going to position myself in the beauty industry, period. And so I was just trying to
Mm-hmm.
get in. And I just stuck with it.
Stuck with
Yeah.
it. I like that you earlier used the term "it stuck with me," and I like that term because when something is for you, it finds a way to attract you in different kind of ways.
For
So
sure.
there's like little confirmations along the way, like yeah, you should keep doing this, or this is where you should be, or don't stop doing it, but learn from this aspect, but still keep going. So
Definitely.
that's super dope that you found a way to get it on your own, just like a lot of us. Did that come with the pandemic, or was that before the pandemic?
Yeah, that was way before. That was like 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've been licensed for 5 years. So yeah,
Mm.
that was a while ago.
Mm. So did you get extra money during the pandemic? They called it the scamdemic.
I didn't do no scams, but
I didn't mean like that. I meant like did business pick up during COVID?
actually, the beginning of COVID, I took a step back.
Okay.
Because COVID just seemed really scary to me. It seemed like a
Mm-hmm.
zombie apocalypse was going on.
It felt like
It
it.
felt like
It
it, like
did.
the way that that whole illness was described and the symptoms of it, and just not really knowing how it goes from person to person
Mm-hmm.
at that time. Um, and I tell people this all the time. When you go to cosmetology school, you really learn a lot about client protection. You learn about the science of nails, the body, and stuff like that. So we are really trained to how not to communicate disease and illness.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like it just like the whole COVID thing went totally against doing nails
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
sitting face to face with somebody.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I took a step back and I was just like, you know what? I'll just collect this good unemployment
Right.
and stay safe and stay my ass at home.
Right.
And that's what I did in the beginning. And then once things got a little bit more clear on how to protect yourself, that's when I was like, okay, I feel a lot more creative during this time. I've been able to step away, have some
Mm-hmm.
time to myself. I feel better. I
Mm-hmm.
will go and start doing nails again. So it did pick up a little bit. Like I had a lot more people that were reaching out to me at that time, but I wasn't taking very many new people. I was just with my own clientele. And I loved that part of the the beginning of COVID was that time to just chill and kind of really analyze my business a little bit more and go through my real personal life
Mm-hmm.
and business. It was just what it was.
Gotcha. Where do you find the patience to have to sit there and like sometimes doing nails can take up to 2 hours. So where do you find the patience to just be like, all right, well, I'm gonna sit here and really do these nails, and you can't like get up and walk away from it as you can a painting or a drawing or something, and come back to like you really have to finish it out. So where do you
Yeah.
find that patience?
I find that patience to finish some nails that may or may not be frustrating to finish. I just find that I'm able to block out things pretty well in my
Okay.
head. Um,
And just kind of zone in.
and zone in on what I am actually doing. And I think that the patience comes from repetition of doing nails
Mm.
and learning your client and learning their personality, learning like what they like and
Mm.
what they don't like. So you can, once you learn that and product knowledge, like you have to know what you're doing with the product. Once you have experience with that, you can kind of just block out all of like the emotion of how hard this is.
Okay.
And you can
Because
have
you know your stuff.
yes, because you know what you're doing. So it's just like, okay, well, let me just not be so emotional right now and get frustrated and pissed
Right.
off. Let me actually do what I know what to do
Mm-hmm.
and finish this set. And hopefully this client loves it. If they don't, like, I'll just have to be like, you maybe want to do something else,
Right.
or maybe I'll just take this design off the bill today, or whatever. If if it don't work, it don't work. It happens.
Okay. I love that. That you also you said a lot of things that I love.
Said a lot of things.
You did. I really appreciate that you are a Black woman in the nail industry, and you did kind of join when the nail industry was making like this shift. So, being a Black woman in the nail industry, what does it mean to you?
What does it mean to me? I'll say that I feel in my element as a Black woman in the nail industry, and I say that because Black people, our culture is very creative. It is very loud. It's very passionate.
Very loud.
It's just
In your face.
Yeah, it's in your face. We are culture creators. So I feel really in my element in the nail industry because I get to be creative. I get to be myself. I get to look however I want to look. I'm
You have that
not
freedom.
it's freedom. I don't have to be a robot. I
Right.
get to be really me, just who I am as an artist, as a person, as a business person. It feels great. I feel honored, really.
Yeah, I like that because we are trendsetters. A lot of women in the nail and who was getting their nails done were Black women back in the day, and then not by people who looked like us. So going to somebody who doesn't necessarily look like you or come from where you come from, and then going to get a service that is like really unique to your culture, it's I don't know, like it's a large disconnect, and it could also be very disrespectful walking into a setting of such. So if anybody has had a bad experience at the nail salon, then you kind of know what I'm talking about, or just the disrespect or the microaggression around it and stuff. So when I see more Black women jumping into that field and reclaiming like this is our shit, like I'm totally for it, and I love it and the rise of it. So I'm so happy to see like a familiar face, in the industry as I'm starting to get my nails done again. So shout out to you. Is
and
there
all the other black nail techs out
Yeah.
there who are changing the industry for the better. Shout
Yeah.
out.
So recently I've been watching you and you like to freestyle. And this is not something new because it's dated back all the way to about 2018 when I seen on your Instagram page that you've been liking a freestyle. But I've seen you getting into textures. How's that?
I like texture.
I like it too.
I really do like texture. I like texture work. I like things that are kind of abstract. Some things I do like perfected, but I just think me as a person, I don't care for perfection. I like things that are kind of off, I guess you could say. I don't know how to put this in to words. Like, I don't want things to be so in a box, a clean, just super square box. I like things that are kind of just like, what the hell? So yeah, texture, design, and stuff like that. And just things that come out of my head, and I'm just like, ooh, that would probably be cool on some nails. I love that about nails. I love getting into art like that.
Yeah. So she did my nails a couple weeks ago, and that was my first time being a client with her, and I really enjoyed that abstractness of it, and it was just so different. I was like, this is so cute.
Yes. Okay, so another thing that I could say about that is when I do my nails, or in the past of getting my nails done, I look at them so much.
Really? Yeah.
I look at them so much. Even while I'm driving, like, it's terrible because sometimes you know how you be driving and you just like kind of get to your destination and you just like
Don't
kind of
even remember how you got there.
So sometimes
So
I'm looking
dangerous.
at my nails so much while I'm driving, I'm just like, oh shit, I'm driving. Like, because I'm really looking at like how the sun hit the glitter. I'm looking at how the little crystals or whatever are shining, and you can see the rainbows all over the cars or whatever. And I really get mesmerized. So I try to bring that to my clients, which is why a lot of times I want to freestyle on them, because I have in my head what's going to make you literally stare at your nails and almost get into a car accident while you're driving.
That's the objective.
That's the objective.
What's going to make them crash?
What's going to make you crash?
That's crazy.
That's really what I want. Sorry, but that's what I want. I try to create a very neat, abstract look that is not perfect, but also like, you want your shape to be on point or whatever. So that's my whole objective about the whole abstract thing, is to literally have you staring at your nails all day and being like, this is my favorite. No, this is my favorite one over here. Like, oh, wait, look at my thumbs. Like,
That's kind of how it was. I was like, oh, the thumb look different. This is different. This one got a butterfly little charm. This one don't, but this one got more glitter. It was so cute.
Right. I want it to be an entertainment on your hands.
Yeah, it was. I really liked it. And if you go to her Instagram page or her website, you can definitely see her work and all the glitters and the charms that you use. It's so cute.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm really into it.
I have not had anybody do my nails in years. Well, I have. I have also a business partner. She's also a nail tech. She works more on like natural nails, like spa like type of stuff.
Okay.
But also is trained in acrylic. So she's done like my hands like maybe only a couple of times, because she just don't be in the mood, really, to be honest. So, and I've even had her do like, oh, can you just please do my dominant hand? Like, I'll do my left hand because, I got that. That ain't no problem. But my right hand, I just be like, damn, like I'm about to sit here and really do these nails for these hours.
Right.
And it's not even going to look the same as the other side. Like, so no. To answer your question, I have not been back to the nail salon to have my nails done in so many years.
Dang. Okay. So I guess my question that was going to follow along with that was, when you have been to the nail salon, and you said you have, so have you realized like any dangers, or like do you critique other nail artists and stuff like at salons because like what's good and what's not?
Yeah. So I mean, I still get like my feet done and stuff like that. So if there's ever a time where I feel like something isn't like clean or something, or if they're about to use something on me that I can see has not been properly sanitized, I just go, hey, can I get a new one? Like, you just, Like, and a
Just
lot of
say.
times, the places that I do go to, it's only a couple. I try to talk to the nail tech who's going to be working on me, or sometimes they might just be talking to you in passing, like, oh, what do you do, whatever. And I tell them that I am a nail tech. I work
Right.
for myself. I have my own studio. Like, I've been doing this for some years now. So, and that's not to put pressure on them or
It
to.
should, because, girl, what you doing? Do them right.
It's not to put pressure on them, but it's just kind of like to just let them know, like, please just do it right,
Mm-hmm.
because I am here to relax. I don't want to be a nail tech right now. I want to just get
Mm.
my feet done and chill, but just do the right thing so I don't
Yeah.
gotta correct nothing.
Right. I don't gotta correct nothing. I heard that. So, and with going to school, you have done the research and you know the science behind the polymer and the monomer,
Hmm.
polymer and the monomer,
Yep.
and they come together and they make acrylic.
Yep. You was paying attention.
I was. I was. So earlier you mentioned that your friend or your old business partner or your current business partner,
Yes.
she just works in natural nails, but she's trained in acrylic. So can
Hmm.
you tell our viewers or our listeners what does it mean to who don't know that certain people have to be trained in acrylic, you have to be trained in gel? Like how does that
Oh,
work?
okay. So, in the past, a lot of times you go to like traditional nail shops and they'll be like, oh, these are gel nails. And it's really just like gel polish. So there are some nail techs who are specifically trained in like hard gel,
Mm-hmm.
which is actually like a full set that is just gel. And it's not just gel polish, it's actually what makes your nails the hard part, like what the longness
Mm.
before any design or art goes. So, if that makes sense, what I just said. And then there are those of us who are trained in acrylic. So it's really about the product that you decide you want to go with. So if I had to put this into terms like a hairstylist, some hairstylists you may go to and they're like, oh, I do natural hair, meaning I will wash your hair, trim
Mm.
your hair, condition your hair, flat iron it or whatever, but I do not do braids and
Yeah.
weaves. So, me as an acrylic person that uses acrylic, I just don't do the braids and weaves.
Yeah.
Or
Okay.
I do, I'm the
You do
one
the
that does the
braids and
braids and
weaves.
weaves.
Gotcha.
And somebody who may work with natural nails, they just work with the natural hair
Mm.
and they don't do all the extra stuff.
That makes
So,
sense.
that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So, in hard gel, it's just another form of doing like extension services. So you just want your training in whatever realm you go into so that you know what you're doing.
Mm. Okay.
That's
Okay.
really it.
Okay, that makes sense. I'm learning. I'm learning, and I hope my
Yeah.
listeners and my viewers are learning as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right on. So my one of my questions to you is not only you are not only do you work and you have this business and you're an entrepreneur, but with this business and you've been in it for about 5 years now, what kind of advice do you have for like people who are jumping into entrepreneurship or want to go into the nail industry? Like, what kind of advice do you have for them?
My advice is do your research.
Mm-hmm.
Do your research on the business overall, like the industry overall, and really just see if it is something that you would want to do or
Mm-hmm.
take a risk on, invest in. With that research, I mean, research it from head to toe. Research the amount of revenue that you can make from it. Research the pros and cons of this business. Um, Research the amount of time that you have to put into it. I mean, just like research it down to like the little tiny things,
Mm-hmm.
especially when it comes to like your marketing and things like that. The business side. You may want to do something and you may want to like wholeheartedly do it, but you just want to make sure that you remember that it is a business and you want to reap benefits from it.
Mm-hmm.
So just be realistic with yourself. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Set goals for yourself. Write things down for real. Write them
For
down.
real.
Write down like your to-do lists and like make some goals, make some long-term goals, make some short-term goals so that you can really begin to execute those things and just see growth from it. And don't expect things to be perfect, especially when you're first starting, because that can really take away from actually the learning lessons when you get frustrated with the fact that things are not perfect and not how you thought that they were going to go. Just be on your journey and remember that you are on a journey.
Yeah.
And it's not going to be like quick.
Right.
Like.
Right. Speaking of journey, what what has your first set that you ever did on yourself? What did that look like versus your first set that you do now, and your first set like on your client versus what your clients look like now?
Wow. So I remember what my first set looked like on myself. It was trash. Like, it was trash. Like, it was dumpster garbage trash. Like, I wish I had a picture of it, but I was like in school when I did that. But I remember it being like very glittery and pink. And I knew I wanted to go into the realm of like design of nails.
Okay.
Now my nails, I wish I would have did some nails for this episode.
It's okay.
But now my nails are like exactly what I want them to be, as far as like design, shape, and stuff like that. First set of nails that I did on a client, again, trash. Just not properly. It was not a professional full set. Like, I was just practicing, really.
Yeah.
And I started doing nails at like $20 for a full set. Like, I started very low because, again, had to be realistic with myself. And
you try to rip nobody off.
Yes, and I was practicing on people, really. Like, I was just practicing pretty much. So, now I'm able to really use my knowledge and expertise and repetition and doing nails over and over and over, and I'm able to do a nice, beautiful set and present it to a paying client.
Right. Right on. But that's with any business. Anything when you first start off, it's always not always. It might not be trash, but for the most part, it's gonna be trash because you don't have the same knowledge, the same patience, just the skill set. But if you would have stopped that day and been defeated, then you wouldn't have been right here. So kudos to you for keep going and not letting that get you down.
Stay in it.
Yeah.
Stay in it.
Yeah, stay in it if it's really for you and it's really something that you want to do. Also, speaking of journey, what is something that you wish you would have known first starting off in this business?
I wish I would have known that you can take criticism without having your feelings hurt. That you can take, this may be common sense to some people, but at the time, it just, I don't know, I'm a really sensitive person.
Same.
So,
I'm an artist, and I'm sensitive about my shit, okay?
So before, to me, criticism or when people would just try to direct me in some areas, I would feel offended. When just in hindsight, when it comes from the right person, just in hindsight, I feel like, okay, like maybe I could have just listened. Maybe I could have just like taken a step back and just like overall analyze things or overall analyze what they were saying and not, letting it get to me. So, I would just say in the beginning, knowledge is power. Like knowledge, like that. It just goes back to researching. I wish I had done more research. I wish I would have just was able to consume a little bit more knowledge about where I was going, and I probably would have became more successful, or my idea of a success a little bit faster.
Yeah, but it's your journey and you needed to learn that. It was a lot of things that I wish I would have done more research about before I started, but I just kind of like to throw myself in this stuff and be like, I'll figure it out.
Yes.
And I do, but it's a lot of headache I could have saved myself too if I didn't just figure it out.
Right.
So
yeah.
I definitely hear you on that one. Not only are you a nail tech, you also bring light to other businesses as well.
Yeah.
So you exposed me to Young's Beauty Supply Store in Vacaville, which is a Black-owned beauty supply
Yes.
store. So thank you for that. Have you been back since you went that first time?
Yeah, I used to live in Vacaville, so yeah, I've definitely been a few times. And yeah, I just shout out to them, Young's Beauty Supply in Vacaville, off
Shout out to
Peabody.
Right. Okay. Well, to kind of wrap this interview up, and I'm having so much fun. I'm sorry it has to end, but it does. To kind of wrap up this interview, is there anything else that you'd like to promote, that you want to put on? You have the Nails and Bree show. Any future like endeavors with that?
Yes. So the Nails and Bree show, the Instagram is nailsandbree.show.
Okay.
What I want to say is I would love if other creators and business owners, whether you are a small business, big business, whether you have a product that you would like shown or reviewed or whatever, anything like that, I'd really love it if you would reach out to me as well. Like, of course, I reach out and stuff like that, but please come on the Nails and Bree show so we can have fun, so we can do your nails. Or like I say, you don't have to get your nails done, but like if you want your product reviewed or something like that, I also do that. So that is to come. I would love to start like filming commercials for businesses and stuff like that.
You can do it.
Yeah, and it's gonna
can
happen.
see it. It's gonna happen.
It happens. It actually does happen. I do that already, but the more
at a larger scale.
Yes, exactly, at a larger scale. So the more businesses that I can get my hands on to work with them, the better. I'd love that for that to happen. Please hit me up. I'm definitely friendly, definitely approachable. If you have questions or anything like that, or if you'd like me to come out and film something at your place, please let me know. I'm down. What I can say is just be patient with your nail techs. Treat them kindly.
Communicate
with your nail techs. Be on time.
Respect people's time.
Respect people's time. My clients are amazing, so this ain't about y'all. But
any future ones who want to be trifling, just be on time.
But nah, that's it. Treat your nail techs kindly. Whoever you go to for your beauty services, be good to them. We take care of you guys, and we appreciate your business. But that's it. Just be good to us, and we'll be good to you.
Okay. All right, Bree. Well, thank you so much for blessing the black box this morning and getting here and looking all cute. She looks so cute. We're going to get the fit. We're going to get the fit. Okay.
I will do a little turnaround for you so you could see me. I want to be seen, girl. I came here to be seen.
Okay. I am not mad. I almost came in a hoodie and I was like, nah, I'm gonna put on a little shirt.
Step out.
You gonna
step out on a little shirt.
I sure did. I was like, I'm gonna twist my little hairs. Okay. I don't know what it's doing, but it's doing.
It's giving. It's giving cute. It's giving
12.
It's
giving 12.
Cute interviewer. It's giving.
I like her. All right.
You cute.
Okay, Bree. Well, thank you so much for being here and continue being the boss that you are and inspiring others and just going hard with your work. And we will see you guys next time.
See you next time. Bye. Thanks for having me.
Bye.